Good morning, children. I am your Rajak sir. Today we are here for learning Wonderful West Class 5 English Marigold book NCERT. Today we will learn reading the paragraph of Wonderful West. Let us start how to read these chapters and understand its difficult words. And you write in your notebook if you understand. Okay, let us see today's our reading. Wonderful West. Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. Once the Maharaja of Travancore is a place in Kerala. Kerala is a state of India and Travancore is a location. So this is the story of Maharaja of Travancore. The Maharaja of Travancore in the afternoon. Afternoon is the period in between noon and evening. That is called afternoon. In the afternoon, before the dinner is a food. Dinner is the food which we take at night. That is called dinner. The Maharaja entered the kitchen. Kitchen is a part of house. Kitchen is a part of house. It is the best lab in the world where your mother cooks, your father cooks, your brothers, sisters, all they go there and cook something to eat. So kitchen is a part of home. To survey. The Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dish. Survey means to observe. To observe, the Maharaja entered into the kitchen to survey the dish. Actually what happened, the Maharaja invited some guest in his court at the evening time, that is dinner. Then the Maharaja decided to go and see what is going on the kitchen, what is going in the kitchen. So Maharaja decided to check, that is survey, the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. Feast means it is a occasion. It is a party. Occasionally, if more than 2 or more persons get together to celebrate any special party, that is called feast, where the guests are invited. That is called feast. Feast means that in it is Hindi, it is called dawat. Okay. So survey, dishes, feast, kitchen, dinner, palace, Travancore. These are all the words we have to clear. So children, let us learn. Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon, before the dinner, the Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? Here, scraps means, children, the waste part of vegetables. That means, suppose we are using for green vegetables, leafy vegetables, that is red leaves and mustard leaves or any other leaves which is eatable. If we separate its leaves for cooking and throwing the piece of its sticks, so the throwing part of that green vegetable sticks is called scraps. Or if we cut and throw that root of the leafy vegetables, that is called scraps. So he asked the cook, he referred to the Maharaja. Maharaja asked the cook, pointing to the basket of scraps, near the cook. So children, when cooks are cutting vegetables and they are separating the root waste part which is not to cook, which is scraps for the cook. They decided and kept them separate for throwing into the basket. And suddenly Maharaja stepped into the Travancore palace, and the Maharaja observed what the cook is doing with the waste of the vegetable scraps. So the basket of scraps near the cook replied, "They are waste." The Maharaja asked, "What can you plan with this waste?" The cook answered. The cook replied, "They are waste. We will throw them away." "What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps?" he asked the cook, pointing to the basket of scraps near the cook. The cook replied, "They are waste. We will throw them away." Now children, we are going to the next slide. Here, you cannot waste all these beets and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them, the Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. Children, in this paragraph, we see two blackish words, that is beets and sternly. The beets means a small piece of vegetable which is not a part of cooking. The cooks, what they have done, they have separated the root part, which is unused part of vegetable, and kept inside of the basket. Then sternly means when the Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. Maharaja commanded very strictly, and sternly means if you see to a certain object up to few minutes by closing your eyes, big, that is called sternly. Surprise. So sternly and walked away. So sternly here means when surprisingly anyone is watching someone and definitely he is not in a good mood, because the Maharaja wanted to use that scraps with the help of cook. So the Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. That means seriously, and Maharaja strictly advised them to use these beets or piece of vegetables. Don't throw it. So the cooks have worked. Now children, let us go to the next slide. Before going to the next slide, let us read this paragraph. You cannot waste all these beets and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them, the Maharaja commanded sternly, and what? The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. Suddenly, an idea flashed across his mind. The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. Suddenly, an idea flashed across his mind. In a fix means, student, it is a situation. It is a hard situation to escape from. It is a complex situation. It is a hard situation to save from. That means the cook thought it is a very tough situation. Maharaja will get angry if we will not ponder over these scraps, these beets, these pieces of vegetable. So cook thought. So here in a fix means it's a very difficult situation and kept staring at the vegetable. And staring means, students, that is looking for few seconds at the certain object. Looking at the certain object for few minutes. That is called staring by eyes. It so scraps for some times. Suddenly an idea flashed across his mind. When the cooks are watching that scraps and thinking something, then an idea flashed across his mind. Here, flash across his mind means suddenly think of. The flashed across his mind means suddenly think of. The suddenly thought, suddenly think of, suddenly think of. Flashed across his mind means suddenly think of. Now, children, we will move the next slide for reading. He took all the vegetable beets. He took all the vegetable beets, washed them and cleaned them well. He took all the vegetable beets, washed them and cleaned them well. Then he cut them into long strips. If he put them in a huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. Next, he ground some fresh coconut, green chilies, and garlic. Together, he added this paste in some salt to the cooking vegetables. Here, the strips means children is a sliced piece. It is a piece. It is a long piece. Strips means a long piece, rectangular piece. That is the piece of vegetables, piece of paper, whatever it may be. So here we are talking about a piece of vegetables. Piece of vegetable, that is long piece, that is a rectangle piece. So stripes, lining piece. He put them in a huge. Huge means a big pot, a very big pot, not in a small handi and that cooking pot. It is a big pot. The feast, the Maharaja invited some guests in dinner. So when guests come, so there will be pot will be not so small. The pot will be a huge. So huge is very big pot. So here huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. Next he ground. Children, here ground means not the land, not the surface. He ground some fresh coconut. Ground means grinding. Here the word ground means not the ground, not the stadium ground, not the surface, not the land, not the earth. So here ground means here grinding, powder. He grounded some fresh coconut. He ground some fresh coconut, green chilies and coconut and garlic. Garlic is one of the spice. That is in Hindi it is called lahasun. So together, coconut, green chilies and garlic together. He used to mix in grinding. He added this paste in some salt to the cooking vegetable and he added extra that is spice is called salt, some salt to the cooking for the feast. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. Attempting means the smell here refers to such type of smell which ignite your minds, which urge your tongue to eat. So attempting, that is mean very powerful smell. That is ignited your mind, your tongues, your body. You wanted to eat. You eager to eat. That is called attempting smell. Started coming from the pot. Attempting smell, best smell, good smell, very tasty smell. So smell is so good. So how much it will be tasty. So tempting smell means very good smell. Now he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. Now what the cook have done? Now cook have done whipped some curd. Curd means that is one of the that in Hindi it is called dahi. That curd means dahi. That is he stirred up and whipped. Just like we when we prepare omelette, we use the onions, salt, chilies and egg. We used to make omelets. So when we use in bowl with a spoon, we stir all this liquid part. That is called whipped. So here we are talking about the curd. When now he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. First, first what the cook have done? Coconut, ground the coconut, chili, green chilies, and now it is garlic. Now it is curd. Whipped some curd, and added it to the curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of the coconut oil, and coconut oil. Coconut oil is also he poured. He here refers to the cook. Cook poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. Curry leaves is best in cooking. It is very useful leaves. So eatable leaves. Curry leaves means eatable leaves. Now children, let us go for next slide. Lo and behold. Lo and behold, the new dish was ready. The cook served this new dish to the guest that evening. Now here children, you see, lo and behold word is came. So what is the meaning of lo and behold word? It means look what a surprise. Lo and behold means look what a surprise. What are the new things from that scraps? To lo and behold means look what a surprise. That means surprise is coming. The new dish was ready. The cook served this new dish to the guest that evening. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. When the guests seated to taste the new dish, at that time everybody was surprised to know. They wanted to know what is the name of new dish. What is this? Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. Here, student, the word eager. Eager means wanted to know. One curiosity of that guest, and they wanted to know new thing because that vegetable was cooked from the west, and it is new thing for the guest. So all the guests decided to know what is it actually, because it looks new thing, new one. So eager means wanted to know that very fast. They all are wanted to know what is the new thing name. The cook thought and thought. The cook keep thinking. He keep thought and thought, and the name came to his mind. And the name came to his mind. He named it Avial. He named it Avial. Avial. U-H-A-V-V-A-L. Avial. Avial become famous. Avial become famous all over Kerala and is now one of the dishes in a traditional Kerala feast. So here traditional means, students, traditional means that is when what I say, that in the special occasion of hearty meal for many guests served on a special occasion. Hearty meal for many guests when the special occasion is going on. So this type of meal can served by that expert, that is cook, on a special occasion. So here traditional Kerala feast means the hearty meal for many guests served on a special occasion. Now and imagine it all came from a basket of waste, and these all ideas are flashed out only from the basket of waste. That means best from the best from the west. That means best from the west. So student, you have to think also, like the Maharaja motivated the cook, and cook decided to cook new things and named it Avial. So you have also to think the new ideas, new knowledge for your country, your countryman, for your home, your society. So you have to develop your thinking skill, your critical thinking skill. So the lesson is targeted to give the chance to students to think like the cook, think like the Maharaja. So I hope you also think you have learned moral of this story, this lesson, and you must enjoy this lesson, students. Thank you, students. Now it is a tough time. COVID-19. In the wake of COVID-19 outbreak, we all are staying at home. Lockdown is also increased up to 3rd May. I request all of you, you learn at home, you enjoy at home, don't go out of home, and try to learn new things, new ideas, and take care of your small brothers, your mummy, papa, and your neighbor. And children, one thing is most important: wash your hand again and again. Keep social distancing, and lockdown is the best weapon to fight against corona. That India will win this fight against corona. Thank you, students. Thank you.